I play Mage in M7. The issue is, I'm extremely poor, and unfortunately this pisses off a lot of sweats. There are players who will legitimately throw tantrums because I joined their party without a Chimera 5 Hyperion. Or a Chimera 5 Ragax. Alright, before some of you immediately run to my comments to post something dumb like, oh my god, how dare you even fathom the idea of playing M7 as Mage without Chimera 5 Hype and Ragax. Remember, when our ancestors first played this game, they didn't have the luxuries we all had. They had to do this shit in chainmail armor with an iron sword. Don't believe me? Ask your grandparents. Welcome to Master Mode 7, probably Hypixel Skyblock's sweatiest community with the theme, anything but a job. Fortunately, if you want to play Mage on this floor, it's still possible. Just to make it clear, this doesn't mean just to walk into an M7 with a giant sword, 500 magical power, and a failing dream. It's just not going to work out very well. Lucky for you, my Temu setup only costs about 14 billion coins, but you can probably get away with a 10 billion coin setup. My gear is not that expensive and it gets the job done. You can find a lot of top quality gear for cheap by buying from me at a 30% markup. Anyways, check out my armor that I bought from Shein. I have a lot of storm armor for left click mage paired with the accessories that really spice up my fashion. What I like about this armor from Shein is that it comes with all the important things like skins and dyes. Solid 9 out of 10. Missing some small details like growth and prot on the helmet, but that's not really a big deal. The accessories are solid. They don't have any master stars, but that's also part of the aesthetic. I also have a right-click mage set, but I bought it from a sketchy brand, so I haven't really used it. Of course, I have my gemstone list non-chimera hype that I use for clearing. It's a very nice hype, it got quite a few kills on it. Next up, I have my spirit mask and bonzo mask. Nothing too crazy, they just help me get through mage early entry 2. My bonzo mask is a skin, but this is completely optional, although it is recommended for Riz points. Then I have two sets of swap outs. The first set has a fishing rod with a pet rule to spawn Phoenix pet for early entry, as well as a Jerry Shin gun. Then I swap these out for an Ice Spray wand and Last Breath during the Dragon's phase. And of course, I have the correct enchants on them because I have 2 more brain cells than you think, so a total of 3 brain cells. I also have a Spirit Leap because it does solid damage and it helps me get to where I need to be. Next up, I have a Bonzo Staff to help me get around places during the boss fight. I used to swap it out with an Aspect of the Void, but because I jerk off in Blood Room and it doesn't even work in Boss Room, I don't use it anymore when I play Mage. I got a Dungeon Breaker so I can mine through core and straight to China. And finally, I have my trusty Chimera 5 Claymore that my dumbass decided to put the wrong enchants on. But if you don't look too closely, you'll never notice that I fucked up. Outside of my hotbar, I have a Golden Dragon, Jellyfish Pet, Spirit Pet, 1700 magic power, and 1 billion coins inside my bank. Spring Boots? What the fuck is that? Oh, what's that? You haven't subscribed and liked this video yet? Well, you should probably go do that like a good little kitten. I'm sorry, that was uncalled for. I'm just such a naughty boy. With this gear, most parties labeled chill have no problems with me, but a lot of parties will have explosive diarrhea and start stroking themselves over the fact that I don't have spring boots, a Chimera 5 hype, and a Chimera 5 ragax. But little do they know, the runs are honestly fine without those items. As a professional Temu mage, I can get consistent sub 7 runs, and with fast enough clear, I can even get sub 6s. It's not great, but my PB is 521, and that was with this kind of gear. Alright, as you watch me get lost during clear, I'm gonna bitch for a moment. I think that there are a lot of very cringe kids who live on M7. I respect the grind if you have something like PB or a very specific time in your party finder note, but if you just have PY, MEE2, I got you bro, I can do that. But there's always that one little fuck in those parties that's like, kick him, he doesn't have a Chimera 5 high. Like, sidebar bro. You ever hear the saying, if you want to do something right, do it yourself? Like, if you're upset that Mage isn't up to standard, just play Mage yourself. It can't be that hard because you understand everything. Also, like, I get having a Mage with super big, expensive damage items is, like, nice, right? Because it can speed up the runs quite a bit, but that's also 4.5 billion coins and weapons. This is more than the life savings for entire families. There was definitely a point in time where people could play M7 without them. I bet they survived just fine and played the game without the luxury of turbo big damage weapons. Of course, there's always going to be that one kid who's like, well, why don't you just start your own parties? Trust me, I have, and there's always that one guy who joins my party, PVs me, and then points me out for not having Chimera 5 hype. Like, oh my god, bro. Fuck! You know what the worst part about all this is? Some of these people are grown-ass adults who just want to feel strong and powerful because they're fat fucking chuds, bro. Alright, now enjoy a Temu Mage commentary boss walkthrough. Please try to keep your stick in your pants and not bust after watching my incredible gameplay. Alright, so I just finished Blood Room, and this is usually where I put my Spirit Mask on, so I don't have to deal with it in boss. And sometimes, without Paul, I do get some time to goon, but I don't, so I have to whip it out immediately, go to this pillar, pull out my Jerry Shin gun, because we can't afford a Spring Boots, and we'll just bust all over this tower. And we bust all over this tower twice. Oh yeah. Put my Jerry seed all over that tower. Pillar. Thingy-ma-bob. Anyways, place both crystals, come over here, smack this guy with my big daddy stick, maybe die a couple times, and I leaped early. I'm trolling. And then I leap to burrs. And of course, you want to Bonzo Staff across this thing. We'll miss that occasionally, but that's okay. Lava doesn't do that much damage anymore. Pretty sure these Wither Miners got a buff because they do a lot more damage than they used to. I have actually died here quite a few times. I'm actually about to die again. Bring that pillar all the way up, down a little bit. And once it's in that position, it's okay. Anyways, Storm Pillar will hide under here, leap the tank. Watch that timer at the middle of my screen. As soon as I hit 0, I'll step on that and come to the lower part of the bridge. He'll get crushed between my thick pillar, and I will come out with this next one. Tank kind of missed it here, but that's okay, because his pillar is thick and girthy. So we'll get it anyways. Leap to healer, figure out where I'm looking, do some parkour, quick math, tug on this stick, bonzo step across, and then tug on this stick. Alright, and then we're going to want to jump onto the gate here and left click it once to go ahead and blow it. I'm going to walk through, it's going to hit 0, I'm going to use my rod. It's going to hit 0 again, this is where I switch for a bonzo mask. Looks like my teammates are a little slow, so this is when I go to safe spot. You can take a quick goon break in here if you wish. And we're balling. Make this hardcore parkour jump. Going a little fast. I'm trying to commentate and it's a little hard. Anyways, mine straight through the core. You know, this is the core of the earth. And now we're at China. This is where all the Temu products are produced, you know. This is where I get the chance to kind of resort my inventory, put on the right stuff, bring out the stuff I need for boss fights. Make sure I equip the right pet. And then I have a little bit of spare time while I wait for everyone to leap to me. So this is usually when I, watch a 10-second clip of an anime, whip it out, dork it off a little bit. 10 seconds is all I need. That guy's dead. That's okay. Because that is actually not okay. We are no longer S+. GG. And we're cooked. Oh, no, we're not. Nice. Anyways, they'll all leap to me. And then I will mine back into the core. And I say here, another 10 seconds is all I need to bust again. So we're just
12 seconds later.
Alright, when we're almost done busting, we'll right-click our Ragax, flex our strength in chat, and we'll walk out and hit gold ore a little early. Do some extra damage on him. My entire job here is just to click. I click, and I click some more. It only requires one hand. With your other hand, you could do some certain things. Leap to healer when Necron dies. Come to blue crystal over here, pick it up, leap to birds. Birds will be right here next to my thing, so why put in the effort when the effort is already put in for you? You know what I'm saying? I'm assigned green. I'll shoot upwards like this. Once it gets down to 200, I'll ice spray. Yeah, okay, got it. And then I'll usually click. And that's pretty much the process for every single dragon. Very, very exciting stuff, honestly. Shoot some debuffs and then get ready to bust. Gonna go ahead and put some more debuffs on this one. And now to spank the last dragon. And ladies and gentlemen, that is how you play Temu Mage in M7. But anyways, check out these 16 chimera books I have.
Oh.